Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I've been reading a lot of DungeonCore novels and GameLit and LitRPG novels for several years now. And as a pretty, I wouldn't say heavy gamer, not anymore, but as a gamer, I was looking around Steam, and there's really nothing like that. As far as like a RPG base building and base defense type game. So, hey, why not make one ourselves, right? So, in order to do that, we're going to be using Unreal Engine 5, 5.6, and possibly 5.7 once that gets releases, or once that releases. And in this, hopefully, video series, I want to go ahead and just make it to where you can see how a game is being developed. And just to let everybody know, I am not a full-time game developer or programmer or engineer or anything like that. So we'll be using a lot of different tools. Namely, we're going to be using like ChatGPT, Gemini, uh, the Unreal or Epic's developer assistant, as far as our AI tools go. And then we're also going to be using like the Lyra game in order to kind of see how Epic arranged the game and, did or implemented various systems. So let's go ahead and get started. In this first video, we'll just go ahead and set up the project. We'll create the project, set it up, get our plugins, and maybe create some required folders and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. We launched the uh, Unreal Engine. We're gonna go to games. We're gonna blank. For now, we want to go ahead and we will be using C++. However, we're going to first create the game as a blueprint. That way, for different content packs that we add, it'll add the blueprints as well. So let's go ahead. We'll name the project AdventRealms, which already exists. So let's go ahead and uh, show this, and we'll go ahead and just delete it. I made it a few minutes ago, so there's not really anything in there. So let's go back. Unreal Engine. Do do do. Games, blank, blueprint, realms, create it. All right. So the first things first, I want to go ahead and before we start initializing plugins and start restarting the editors, I want to get rid of this huge open world. So let's right click on content. We'll go to new folder. We'll say maps, and then we have nothing to save. Let's go to new level, basic, create, and then we'll save that as maps, then level, we'll just say basic map. Alright, project settings, and then we're going to go to maps and modes, open world, do basic map, basic map. Alright, so we got that set up. Now let's go to the plugins. Uh, the first plugin is going to be Gas Companion. We'll make sure our enhanced input is set. Play abilities. Want that. We want the game feature actions. So features. And the reason why I want to use game features and game feature plugins is because eventually I want to expand this game to where it's more than just a dungeon core game. What I mean by that is that when a player or when somebody launches the game, they'll be able to choose either their race. So, human, elf, goblin, or human, elf, the variant, or also their variants, but then they could also choose a dungeon core to be their player character. So, as far as releasing the overall game, I want to basically make it into two parts. One is the dungeon core game, where that'll be like a top-down base building, base defense game. And then the second part will be a third or first person adventure, like RPG type game. So basically, it's almost like two different games, but they interact with each other. And then you have like that PvP element where adventurers versus dungeon cores. So that's the reason why we want to make an adventure plugin, and then we'll want to make a dungeon core plugin. So almost like two different games. All right. Electronic modes. This really isn't mandatory. This basically is just a editor user interface for blueprints. Makes it a lot less spaghetti-like. So play tags. We got the tags. We got the input. No. Common UI. Yep, so that's pretty much all of our services for now that we need. So let's restart the editor. There is one more thing I want to look in here. That is for programming, make sure Writer is installed. So, Writer integration and Visual Studio. All right, cool. All right, now we have this little error here. That's no big deal. We just add the entry. That's fine. And then let's go ahead and create a game feature with C++. This will be AdventRealms. Let's see, what can we name that? Let's for the dungeon core part. Core Forge, how about that? We'll camel case it. So we don't need any of that. Why? Alright. Failed. Okay, I think I know why. So let's go ahead and show an Explorer. We'll close this. And what we want to do is we want to go here. And then we want to... God, I really do not like Windows 11. Um, do, do, do. New C++ class. We'll just do this. Blank class. Yeah. One thing we do want to do once we restart is disable live coding. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. Alright, well, while this is starting, let's go ahead and take a break here for like 5 seconds. Make sure to grab some coffee, because that is what I'm going to do as well. Really? Okay. That's fine. So we'll open this up, trust and open, and we're using JetBrains Writer, which was just updated. We need to exclude the folders. Yep, I know. And this will take a few minutes, so make sure to grab that coffee, and we'll be right back once it loads. Okay, welcome back, and it is still processing the cache and loading, but we are good for now. Now, if you're just starting out with a writer and everything, you will see here that failed to build writer link plugin, blase blase. So click up here to the little Unreal symbol, and then we'll go to writer link installation. And I've tried all of these. That only gets fixed if you extract it in the game. So we'll do that. I hit save, and it refreshes. Now, I don't think you need to wait for the background tasks, so we'll just do a build, and if it errors out, we'll just wait, but I don't think it will. Now, the first time you do build the game, it does take a while, so it shouldn't take that long because it's just a blank project for the most part. So we'll just wait here for a few minutes. Okay, so it did fail, and I think it's because of this class. So let's okay. The joys of programming, right? Okay, so I guess we do have to wait for everything to index. Fun times, eh? So I'll go ahead pause the video for now, and we'll come back once it indexes. Okay, so Writer, it has finished indexing all of the code. Now, I did try to build, and it's still saying that it cannot include it because no such file or directory is found. So, okay, that's fine, whatever. We'll just delete it then. Alright, and we're good here. So let's build it again. Succeeded. And let's launch our project. Alright, now we are back into the engine here, and we're all good. So let's go to plugins, feature with C++, and we will do, what did we call it? Warforged. Okay, and that is on my second monitor, so we just went to new plugin, we created it, game feature with C++, we added the name, create plugin, and it is compiling the C++ code now. So we're just waiting for that to finish up. And there is one more maintenance thing that I want to show you guys once this is finished, and that'll be the end of this video. Okay, trusted open. Yeah, see, this is all of that live coding stuff. So we want to go down here, and instead of that, we want to disable live coding. So you just click on the little hamburger icon, disable it, and you're good to go. Alright, so just to kind of recap on the video, we created a new game project, blueprint only. We added a C++ class that allowed us to generate our Visual Studio project files, even though we're using Writer. We added common UI, gas companion, game playability system, and we created our first map, which is just a basic map. And here we are in Writer. You can see just a basic project. So let's go ahead and finish up and get ready for round 2.